In a world where dreams collide, Sarah's voice a gentle guide. Through the realms of time and space, she takes us to a sacred place.
Now, what's the very first thing that you notice?
I feel like I'm at a cliffside or something.
Tell me about it.
Seems like a big wall.
Oh, wow. What do you feel about this wall? Can you touch it or see it?
I feel like it's all rock.
Oh, wow. Tell me about the rocks.
They're flat. Layered, maybe, with different minerals. Seems like just a big cliffside.
Do you notice any smells associated with that place?
No.
And as you're looking at the cliffside, can you see if you have hands? If you put your hands in front of you there, do you notice or sense or feel any hands there?
I'm not sure.
What about your feet and your legs? Do you feel as if you have a body there?
Yes.
What is your sense about your body?
Since that I'm male, like I maybe have some sort of white robes or something on with sandals.
Tell me about your robe. How would you describe it? Can you touch it and see what it feels like?
It's very loose. I think it's one whole piece.
What about your sand? Oh, go ahead.
It goes to about my knees, but it's not tight. It's very loose fitting, with no arms.
Tell me about your sandals.
Very generic semen sandals, but just something that goes between one of your toes.
Do they feel comfortable or not?
I can't tell. They just feel like they're made out of something very natural.
Wonderful. And do you notice if you're carrying anything with you there?
No, nothing.
What else do you notice around you aside from this wall if you look around or sense or feel?
Like a sailboat, but like a very crude sailboat.
Describe it for me.
Like a flat surface made out of like small, maybe pieces of bamboo or something similar
Mm-hmm.
with just a small mast in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It don't seem like there's a sail on it though.
Oh, interesting. Tell me more.
It just seems like a pole in the middle of the flat surface.
What else do you notice?
It's on a beach at the foot of this cliff.
What does the beach look like? Can you see down the beach?
Looks like a long beach.
Is it like rough or calm? What do you
It
know?
seems very calm. Small waves.
See? And do you get a sense if you have a house, if you live nearby, and you go to where it is that you live there? What do you notice?
Maybe like a clay house or a stone house
Uh-huh.
with straw for a roof.
Tell me about it.
Is it straw or like branches for, with leaves on them? It's small.
What does it look like inside?
Open.
How do you spend your time during your day? What do you notice you do?
Gardening.
Oh, tell me about this.
I somehow sense it's at the top of this cliff. There's small gardens.
What do your gardens look like?
They look pretty basic.
And so you garden. Do you get a sense to what you garden? Or what's growing there?
My food.
Oh, that's your food there?
I feel like I am a gardener, but just for myself.
Tell me about this. And do you get a sense like how you garden? Do you have specific things you do for it? Or what do you do?
Cannot tell what's in the garden.
But that's how you get your food.
It's like this is my food source.
Oh, I see. So you go up to the top to garden, and then what do you do? What else do you do during your day?
picking up on a horse for some reason.
Oh, tell me about your horse. Can you see your horse?
I can. I'm on it. I'm riding it to
Oh,
town.
what's your horse like?
Horse is brown,
Uh-huh.
fairly tall. There's no saddle or nothing on it.
What do you see when you ride down this cliff?
It seems like I'm on a road now.
Oh, what does it look like?
Looks dirt. There's trees and shrubs on the side.
Do you see any buildings at all or no?
It feels like I'm riding to a town.
Oh. What happens when you get to the town?
I'm not sure.
But you ride to the town. What is that like?
I'm almost to the town. I'm like riding and I can see the town ahead of me.
What does it look like from a distance?
It looks very compact. Like everything's very close together.
Are there buildings or no?
There are structures, yeah.
How would you describe them?
Very kind of maybe clay again.
Uh-huh.
Or stone. But they look very smooth-sided. So I would say clay.
Uh-huh.
There's maybe three streets that go down through it,
Oh, wow.
looking from the outside. Maybe there's people there.
What do the people look like?
Similar to me.
Are they all wearing the same stuff?
They're all wearing white robes.
What about the color of their skin and your skin? What colors do you notice?
Very tan. I feel like I have white hair. I'm older.
Mm-hmm. And once
So
you
I feel
go ahead.
I almost want to say like a Middle Eastern looking
Uh-huh.
skin, but I feel like I have long white hair.
Oh, okay. Oh, your hair's long.
Mm-hmm. Long and semi-curly.
Do you wear anything on your head or no?
Yeah, thin piece of leather that goes around my forehead. A little wider than a shoelace, maybe.
What do you use that for?
There's a stone in the middle of it.
What kind of stone?
It's a clear stone.
You get a sense how you use it?
I just feel energy. Something to do with energy.
What does it feel like to you?
I feel like it cleanses my body.
What color is your stone? Oh, it's clear.
Mm-hmm.
Do other people wear stones too, or is it just you?
Other people have them, but they're not all on their head.
Tell me more.
Some people have wristbands. And some people have them around their ankles. But everybody is wearing them.
What do you do when you get to the town?
I think I'm going for goods for my house.
How do you go about that?
There are people on the side of the streets selling stuff.
Do you notice if you use money or no?
I don't see it, but I feel like I get a feeling that there's coins or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't see them though. I
Oh,
just
okay.
get this feeling.
Do you get a sense as to what the coins look like? Are they large or small?
I think they're small.
What kind of goods does it look like you get?
Greens and stuff. No meat. Seems like some kind of lettuce. And other vegetables.
What about the other people there? Do they all have the same color stone, or do they have different stones, colors?
Some of them are blue. Some are pink. And some are red. They're all different colors.
After you get your goods, do you do anything else in the town?
Like I go in somewhere. I go into one of the huts.
You don't like going in the huts?
I do go in one of them.
Oh, tell me about it.
Seems like a fireplace in the middle of the hut. in the center of the floor. The floor is dirt.
Do you notice any smells in there?
I don't.
What else do you notice in the hut?
There are other people around the fire. It seems like some sort of ritual or something.
Tell me about it. What does it look like they're doing?
They're chanting.
Do you chant too?
Yes, and it's something with the smoke. You wave the smoke over your body.
You chant and you have the smoke go over your body.
You use your hands to wave the smoke into your body.
Oh. Do you get a sense what you chant? Can you hear it?
It sounds Native American, Indian.
Mm-hmm. And what happens when you do this? When you chant and you get the smoke over your body, do you notice anything?
We're praising our gods.
Tell me about your gods.
So you get the sense they're very large, much larger than us, but look very similar.
Describe them for me.
They seem very tall. 10 times as tall as us.
And tell me about your gods. Do they come visit you? Or how do you see them?
They have big goatees.
They have what?
Large goatees.
Oh,
They have dark hair. I'd say almost like an African American's hair, but not black, almost brown.
and all the gods look the same?
I can only see one.
Oh,
And
okay.
he's very tall.
Does he say anything to you?
He says, "You are my son."
Can you ask him questions?
No.
Do You get a sense who he is. What?
I get a sense he is a creator being.
Okay. What role does he have there? Does he do stuff for your community at all? Do you get a sense? How does your community know about him?
They come and interact and teach us things.
What kind of thing?
How to farm and how to build. I keep getting an image of a pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe he's teaching us how to build pyramids.
Tell me about that. So he comes and he teaches your community how to build things and how to build pyramids.
How to work with stone.
How do you work with the stone?
Use energy to soften it.
Tell me about this.
And when I say energy, I mean energy from our bodies.
So you use your energy and it softens the stone. You get a sense as to how.
Changes the chemical structure of the stone.
Do you have to do anything to do this?
I feel like there's a lot of people around the stone block to do it.
Oh, there's a lot of people. And you make it soft. Do they teach you how to make it soft together?
We're all doing it together, working together.
What is that like?
We're all very close with each other.
Well, tell me about that.
We're like a family. Well, maybe not by blood, but by belief. I'm not sure. I feel very close to these people.
Tell me more. What are the other people like?
They seem like they're all males.
Tell me about that. Do you get a sense as to why they're all males?
I feel the women do other stuff with energies.
Oh, what kind of stuff?
I can't tell. They seem like they're holding their hands out in front of them.
And these creator gods, when they teach you, what is that like? Are they nice or are they not nice? What is it like when they're teaching you things?
I feel like they care for us deeply.
Do they ever tell you where they're from?
They're not from here. I do not know where they're from.
Do they ever say why they care for you guys so deeply?
They created us.
Oh. Do they tell you why?
They cannot survive here. They instill their DNA within us.
How come they can't survive here?
The frequency does not match the planets.
Oh. So they installed their DNA in you guys?
Within us, yes.
Why? Why did they want to do that? Does it help them in any way to have their DNA in you guys?
I don't know. I have trouble getting.
Was there anything they taught you that seemed really interesting to you when they were teaching you things? They taught you how to weaken the stone and move it, and they taught you how to garden. What else did they teach you? And build the pyramids?
They taught us how to navigate on the water, how to make boats. These boats look very different though than my
Can you describe?
raft that I had.
How would you describe the boats that they taught you how to make?
They seem very, very long. Not wide, like a large, large canoe made for many people. 10 or 15 people. For traveling in a river, it seems like a river, not the ocean.
Tell me more.
Seems very flat. The land seems very flat. For waves, and then there's mountains or like a plateau in the middle of a mountain range, or maybe even between two mountain ranges. But small, not big mountains, small mountains.
What is it like to make the pyramids? Can you tell me about that?
Like the blocks are moved with crafts.
Mm-hmm. With crafts?
With crafts.
Tell me about that.
With some sort of technology that they would not go inside the craft, but they would be underneath it.
What do the crafts look like?
They're round, saucer shaped.
When the crafts move the blocks, what does that look like? Do they have a way of doing that?
It looks like they pull over it, not touching it. But when they go up, the block is almost connected to the craft. But there is space between the block and the craft. I'm not sure what they're using to do it with.
And do you notice if you help at all with this? Or no?
That is not my job.
Oh, tell me about your job.
My job is to help make the stone soft so it will fit into place.
Do you notice how many other people are with you that do it? Is it a large group?
There's 8 or 10 people.
How do you feel about your job?
I feel like what we're doing is very important.
And you get a sense as to why it's so important?
I feel like we are harvesting Earth's energy.
Tell me about that.
Like we are building the pyramids to harvest this energy, which the creator beings and other beings use to fuel their crafts with.
Tell me about it. How do they fuel their crafts with this energy?
There's a large white crystal or stone at the top of the pyramid. They fly their pyramids and they stop it over that crystal.
Will they fly their crafts, you mean? Over?
Yes, they fly their crafts over the top of this crystal and they stop over the top of it.
And what happens next?
Somehow they harness the energy from the crystal.
Tell me
You
more.
cannot see anything, no transfer happen.
What?
It doesn't, it just looks like it stops over the top of it.
Oh, you don't see how it goes up.
There's nothing that you can, no visible thing you can see that goes into their craft.
No. And do you notice if the pyramids were just made for that?
And only sense for energy.
If you look around the pyramids, do you see anything else there? Or do you see if there's a bunch of pyramids or just one?
There's a bunch. There's more than 3. There's maybe 5 pyramids.
And do you see like a sphinx there or no?
I see 2 sphinxes.
What do they look like?
They look like 2 giant lions laying down.
Did they ever say what they were used for?
You just get the sense that they are some sort of chambers.
How close does it look like the two sphinxes are from each other?
Not very close, but they're both facing the same direction.
Oh, I see.
Almost like they're on each side of a pyramid, but not directly on the side of it, in front of it. But like the pyramid is in between them.
And these two sphinxes, do they have any markings, or do they just look like big lions?
I do not notice any.
And they
Seems like a village between them, or a town, or
what does the town look like?
it looks similar to the one that I described earlier.
I see.
All clay or stone.
Is there anything else you see that looks interesting?
I see obelisks.
What do they look like?
They also have this crystal at the top of them.
How many of them do you see?
Seven, maybe 8 of them.
And do you get a sense what they are used for?
Similar to the pyramids. It feels like they are harnessing the energy for the pyramid.
How?
Just get a sense there's water underneath it.
If you look around, do you see water in that area? What does the ground look like?
It seems very green. There's trees, similar to a palm tree. But it's all green, vegetative. Wow.
If you look at the pyramids, do they have anything on them or no? Like any inscriptions? Or no?
I do not see it. Can I go to the bathroom real quick?
Yeah, it's fine.
I do not see any inscriptions on them.
It'll be really easy to go to the bathroom. You can come right back in.
Only one.
Okay, tell me about the robes.
The ropes go over just one shoulder. The left shoulder. I don't know if it matters, but only over the left shoulder.
What do the robes look like then? So it leaves like one. This is for the people there. It leaves one arm exposed.
One arm's exposed. Yes.
Interesting.
Both arms are exposed, but the robe is only held over one shoulder.
Oh, wow. And so during your day, how do you feel during your day there? Is there anything that you enjoy doing while you're there?
You get a sense of fishing on the riverbank.
Oh, tell me about that.
It's a fishing pole made out of a stick or something.
Tell me more.
The fish seem very long and skinny. Maybe 5 or 6 pounds.
What else do you notice?
There's kids playing in the water.
Oh, really? Tell me about that.
They look like they're having fun. They're splashing each other.
Do you feel as if you've ever had kids there? Or family? Do you notice?
I can't sense that.
Okay. And so you spend your time helping the creator gods, going into that one tent, doing the chants and softening the stones. Is there anything else? And fishing. Is there anything else you notice that looks important about your day or interesting?
I get a sense that I am somebody important to my people.
Oh, tell me about that.
Like I'm an elder or a leader.
Oh, wow. What is your role then?
get a sense that I am considered an elder.
Oh.
But I can't sense any other elders.
Oh, wow. How does that make you feel?
I feel like a lot of people rely on me.
What do they rely on you for? Do you get a sense?
For their safety and their protection. For wisdom and knowledge.
Tell me about the knowledge that you possess and that you share with them.
Sense medicine. I use medicine.
What type?
Plants and herbs.
And were you taught this, or did you just know?
I was taught this.
Tell me about that. What were you taught?
How to get people to an altered state of consciousness.
Describe it for me.
It seems like that's what the hut was for, with the smoke. And the chanting.
So by using smoke and chanting, or do you use anything else?
Some sort of tree bark.
What does it look like?
Looks very rough. It looks pieces maybe 6-inch long. There's large groups in it.
What do you do with it?
He chops it up in small strips.
Then what happens?
He stacks them around the fire in like a small pyramid shape.
Tell me more. who stacks them?
This is me, the old guy
Oh, okay.
with the white hair.
Oh. And then what do people do with these sliced tree barks?
It gets burned, and you brush the smoke over you, and you inhale it. Seems like a hallucinogenic of some sort.
Oh, wow. What does it feel like? Do you see things when you do it? Or what happens when you do it?
I feel like I am just navigating people through their experience. I don't feel like I am doing it.
Wow. Is there anything about it that you notice?
It allows you to communicate with other realms.
What is that like?
Or ancestors. It seems like communicating with something that is not there.
Can you ask them questions?
Yeah, it just feels like I am helping other people
Oh,
navigate their experience.
that's wonderful. Is there anything else about this that looks important or interesting to you?
I feel like a medicine man or something.
Oh, wow, amazing. Okay, let's leave that scene and move ahead in time in that same lifetime to the last moment of that life, the last moment of that life, and be there now. What's the very first thing that you notice? Do you get a sense how you pass in that life?
To get a sense I'm on the top of that cliff at my house. I feel like there's a fire. I have a fire. Feels like I know I'm gonna die.
How do you feel? Tell me everything you notice about this.
I feel like I'm standing there looking over that cliff, and there's a huge wall of water coming.
Tell me more.
I feel like I knew this was gonna happen. I don't feel afraid.
What is this huge wall of water like? Tell me about it. What do you notice about it? If you're on the cliff, is this water able to reach you where you are?
Yes. Yes, it seems very, very tall.
What else do you notice? What is it like when it meets with you?
It feels very chaotic.
Tell me about it.
Like I just feel like I'm getting rolled around and rolled around.
And then what happens?
And then that's it.
What is it like after you stop rolling around? What do you notice?
I feel like I'm in outer space.
Oh, tell me about that.
I feel like I'm getting sucked into outer space.
Oh. And are you still aware of what just happened?
Seems like it's not really clear what's happening.
But do you still have your memories as you get sucked into outer space as to what did happen?
I can't tell. It feels separate.
Oh, interesting. What else do you notice?
I feel like I'm flying by planets.
What do the planets look like?
Seems like I'm going close to them. They look green. This one looks green. Like something I've never seen before.
How would you describe it?
Like a lime green color. It almost does not look real.
And what happens next?
I don't know.
Okay, let's Leave that scene and drift and float away from that lifetime. Just leaving that person there to continue on their journey. And now I'd like all your personality, consciousness to return. Can I speak directly to the part of you that knows everything about you? Can I speak directly to your higher self? Do I have permission to speak with your higher self?
Yes.
Why did you show him that lifetime? Why did you show him that he was a medicine man, and then also he was the elder, and he also learned how to soften stones? Why did you show him these things?
To let him know he has the ability to heal.
How can he heal? Tell me about this. Like, do you want him to heal others or himself?
Others.
How?
Using the energy that comes out of his hands.
And how does he do this? Can you explain? Is there a practice you want him to do? Or can he just harness the energy without doing anything?
There is training involved.
What type of training?
He will know when the time is right.
Well, why is the time not right yet?
He is not ready for it yet.
Why?
He still has much to learn about himself.
What do you think would be most important for him to know about himself?
How special he is.
Tell me about this.
He's been very important for lifetime after lifetime in his role in his community as a spiritual leader and as a healer.
And so,
He needs to remember that.
okay, does he understand this now?
Deep inside he does.
What is his purpose or his mission in this current lifetime? What exactly is he supposed to do?
To remember his mission, that he is a healer and he is a spiritual leader.
Well, now that he is aware of this, how do you want him to go about starting this? What exactly do you want him to do?
He needs to go deep within himself. And remember who he is.
Well, once he
And he
does,
will know what to do.
well, do you have any advice for him as to how to go about going deep within himself?
He needs to meditate more.
What type of meditation would work best for him?
Trance meditation.
Okay. How often do you want him to go about doing that to start?
Twice a day.
Okay. What will happen? What will he notice if he does this?
He will start to notice his abilities come online.
Awesome. Okay. What sort of abilities does he have?
He has the ability to heal with his hands.
Wow. Okay. He feels like he has something important to do but doesn't know what it is. Is this the same thing or is it something else?
Is it the same?
Once his abilities do come online, what exactly do you want him to do with these abilities?
To show other people that they have abilities too.
Wow.
That they can use to heal people and to help people
Okay.
in other ways.
Like what?
They have the ability to help and heal people in other ways.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are there other important past lives that you want to tell him about?
Not at this time.
How in this lifetime can he clear his past karma? Like, how can he go about doing that?
By going within. And realizing everything has happened for a reason. For his benefit.
Okay, well, tell me about that. Why did his brother pass?
His brother passed for his spiritual development.
Tell me about
His
this.
brother sacrificed himself for his soul evolution.
Did Eric learn everything he needed to learn about this, or is there more that he needs to learn about this?
There is more in time.
What's his brother doing now?
His brother is guiding him. Watching over him.
Does he ever send Eric signs or anything like that that he could be aware of?
Every day.
Like what?
Every time he thinks about his brother is with him.
So what is it like for Michael on the other side?
He is proud of his brother.
Tell me about that.
He has watched his brother go through struggles and pick himself up and be very strong in those moments.
Well, why did Eric have to go through so much abuse? Like not only just happening to him, but then also with drugs and stuff like that. Why?
These are some of the lessons that Eric chose to come and do during this lifetime.
How can he be completely done with this lesson? Completely.
The lesson of what?
Like drugs, for instance. How can he be completely free from this lesson?
When he has learned that he does not need them to cope with his losses.
Okay, well, how do you suggest he copes with his losses? Can you give him some advice?
By going within and finding his true self.
Okay. Who is his true self?
He is very special in this timeline.
Wow. Okay.
He is supposed to spread love to others.
Well, what What are some of the 5 most important things that he needs to know in order to fulfill his mission? Or, like, what kind of advice do you want to give him aside from going within? So you want him to go within twice a day.
He needs to let go of the past.
Okay, well, how?
By going within and figuring out his true purpose.
Okay. Why did he have the past that he had? Like with his parents?
For spiritual development.
Has he developed in the way that he, wanted to?
I would say probably we never do. But he is exactly where he's supposed to be.
But why did he see that egg, like silver thing in the sky? What was that all about?
To help him wake up to the other realities.
What was that silver thing, that egg that he saw? What was it really?
It was there to help him realize that he is not alone.
What?
None of you are alone.
Was that
you have people here helping you.
And what type of people were in charge of that silver egg?
People that have contracts to help assist with humans' evolution of consciousness.
Were they extraterrestrial or no?
Extraterrestrial in your sense.
What would you call them?
I would call them Octurans.
Oh, wow. Does he have any sort of relationship with them?
He has bloodline with them.
Can you tell me about this?
It is ancient bloodline from this planet, long time ago.
What does he need to know about his bloodline?
That it is an important bloodline for this timeline on Earth.
What kind of properties does this particular bloodline hold?
The properties to heal. The properties of foresight.
And so if you trace his bloodline all the way back to its origin, where does it come from?
From the beginning of the times of Atlantis.
Tell me about this.
Bloodlines was one of the first species to help seed this planet.
Does it have a name?
Does what?
The species?
The beginning of this human age.
Is it a bloodline or a blood type?
For him, it is his bloodline.
I see. And so how does it work when there are properties within the bloodline What does he need to know about it? It holds properties to heal and things like that.
As he expands his consciousness and awareness, his abilities will activate.
Does his bloodline get activated, the bloodline, or is it just...
It is within his DNA.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's very interesting. Why did he have the accident that he had where he almost died?
It was for his spiritual path.
Well, can you...
That was the beginning of his awakening.
Oh. Can you do a scan of his body? Can you look deep into his body? Especially, could you look deep into his leg? And tell me what the very root cause of this, of the nerve damage that's still there is.
The nerve damage is permanent. It cannot be fixed.
Is there a purpose for it?
It helps remind him.
So when he feels it, what is it reminding him of?
That it can always be worse. Things always get better.
Oh. Well, does the nerve pain get better too? If things always get better?
It just is.
Okay. Well, is there any part of his leg then that you could heal? Can you look deep into it and see if there's anything that you could just heal for him?
Yes.
What are you doing?
We're relieving some of the tension within his ankle.
Oh, thank you. Let me know when you're done. Go ahead and work on this leg and let me know when you're done.
We will not completely fix it.
Why?
It'll give him something to work on when his abilities come online.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Well, how does the rest of his body look? Can you look deep into his body? How does his body look? He says he has asthma. What's the root cause of the asthma?
His smoking cigarettes.
Oh, he said he wanted to quit. What do you want to tell him?
And if he wants to, then do it.
Do you have any advice on how?
You have the ability to do whatever you want. You just have to be focused.
If he quits, Like today, what will he notice?
His breathing will improve.
How quickly?
It will take some time.
Like about how long?
Some months.
Will there be any other benefits of him quitting?
Yes, many.
Well, can you remove the craving for him then? Can you just release him from that craving?
We will help him.
What are you going to do to help him?
We will take away some of the cravings.
Thank you.
But he needs to understand that everything takes work. You have to be willing to put that work in to get the results that you want.
Okay. And when you told him you want him to go within and to meditate and do trance meditation, is there any particular type that would benefit him to do twice a day?
He needs to experiment. We notice he is having trouble with this.
Okay.
He needs to try different methods.
Okay. Okay. What do you want to tell him about his girlfriend right now? Is she the right one for him? Or do you want him to end this relationship? What do you want to tell him about this?
She played a key role in his spiritual awakening.
Has he learned all he needed to learn from her? Or is there any more for him in this relationship?
There is always more that we can learn.
Do you want him to stay in that relationship?
It does not seem beneficial.
Okay. How exactly do you want him to end it then?
He is doing what is right at this time.
Okay. Do you see another beneficial relationship for him on the horizon if he ends this one?
Not in the near future.
Why not?
Because he needs to focus on himself.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's going on with his oldest child, teenager who hasn't talked to him? What could he do about this, and what do you want to tell him about it?
His child is on his own spiritual journey. And things will be made right in time.
Well, what do you want Eric to do until that time?
Eric needs to be patient.
In about how long till they will be talking again?
There is no timeline.
Okay. But it will happen?
It will happen.
Okay. Is there anything you need Eric to do?
He needs to be patient.
Okay. Okay, what's going on with his eldest son?
He's figuring himself out. Like I said, he is on his own spiritual journey.
Okay. What about Eric's youngest child?
Everything will be okay.
Okay. All right. Who are his spirit guides? I mean, you did tell him about his brother, and you said he has an Arcturian link. But who are his main spirit guides?
He has a grandmother. He has a younger brother that is Arcturian that guides him. He has many spirit guides.
Is there anything that they would like to tell him now?
That they are always here. Always. And that they are very proud of him.
Why does he have such a profound connection to animals?
Because of his frequency, animals are attracted to him. He has a higher frequency of love. The animals can sense that.
It's wonderful. Why his whole life does he feel different, like he doesn't belong here?
Because deep down he knows that he is different.
Is there anything else about that you want to tell him?
That it is okay to be different. You are no greater or no less. You are just different.
Does he have a cosmic connection to a star family? Does he have a star family?
He does.
Could you tell me about them?
His most recent is Octurne.
Oh, okay. Will he get to have a physical interaction with them in this lifetime?
Most likely.
And what do you mean by most likely?
That depends on his spiritual development. If he is ready, then he will.
Is there anything else he can do to advance in his spiritual evolution?
We have already touched on that.
Okay. Well, why has he had a hard time meditating?
He is not quite ready yet.
Oh, okay. What's his connection with his old boss, Dustin? He always finds himself back working with him. What's going on?
That is to lead him exactly where he is today. He has setbacks for his spiritual development.
Is there anything about that you want to tell him?
He's came a long way in his development.
Wow.
And if he chooses not to, he does not have to experience that again.
Oh, good. Well, you want him to become more spiritually developed, but what avenues should he look at to become more financially secure?
It will happen when he is ready. It will happen with his abilities.
Oh, great. Is there a region of the planet that would suit him better to live in?
There are, but he's not ready to know them yet.
Well, why is he in the place that he's in with very few people, like with the same beliefs?
So that he can find his own path.
Oh, wow. He's curious about things he could do that would help the collective of humanity the most. What could he do?
We have already touched on that.
Yeah. And he was wondering what kind of line of work he should focus on. I think you already touched on that, unless you want to tell him more about that. For right now, what about his line of work?
It is neither beneficial.
What did you say?
It is neither beneficial nor negative for him.
Oh, okay. Could you tell him his next steps? Like, what should he do next?
He needs to continue on his path of enlightenment. Most importantly,
Okay.
he needs to look within.
Okay.
All of his answers are there, waiting for him.
Wow. Okay. When you showed him that lifetime where he was working with the creator gods, could you tell me more about the creator gods? Where did they come from?
They are from within this galaxy. They worked with his lineage to create the humans that you know now.
Why did they work with him? Why did they work with Eric's lineage?
The DNA came from many species. His was one of them.
Oh. And so if his bloodline came from Atlantis, was he in Atlantis too, or no?
He had many lifetimes there.
Is there anything you want to tell him about this?
He always played a role at important times.
Did he play a role in Atlantis?
He did.
Can you tell me about that?
He was one of the healers that worked with energy and crystals. He always played an important role as a healer.
When you showed him the wave coming, when he was in that place with where he was an elder, and you showed him the pyramids and the sphinxes, where was that, where the wave came?
Those are two different timelines.
Oh, were they two different lives?
They was.
Oh, when the wave came when he was on the cliff, where was that?
Close to where you are now.
Oh. Is there anything else about that you want to say?
That was his last lifetime there.
Oh.
That's an Atlantean.
As an Atlantean? Why is he back again now? Why this time?
Because we are at a pivotal point in human evolution.
When you showed him the pyramids and things like that, where was that?
That was on one of the major islands of Atlantis.
Oh, so it wasn't Egypt. Is there anything else you want to tell him about anything else at all?
And we are very proud of him.
Oh. Why did you want him to come have a session here?
Because he was second guessing himself.
Will he believe it now?
It will be easier.
Oh, good. Is there anything you want him to do while he's here?
Relax.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Do you have any final messages for him?
That he is not alone. He has family there and here.
I love it. Is there any healing or activations or anything you could give his body? Or could you cleanse his body or do anything while you have him there? Give him like an upgrade?
We have been working with Eric.
Oh.
He has been getting upgrades and activations.
Great. Thank you. Anything else you want to tell him, or are we complete?
Until next time.